There is a lot of drama going on with Diddy right now because 50 Cent is making serious accusations against him and Jay-Z. After all the trouble, 50 has something to say about Jay-Z and Diddy. When friends betray Diddy, 50 says that Jay-Z's loyalty is more of a lie than a friendship. We all know that 50's favorite way to pass the time is by making fun of Diddy. But now that the women have come forward with their claims, 50 is ready to settle the score. He has now added Jay-Z to the mix. He even said that a documentary would be made to show all of his bad deeds. As 50 said, are Jay-Z and Diddy more than just friends? If so, what bad things do you think they might be hiding? The most important question is why 50 thinks their friendship is a smokescreen. The business world doesn't like Diddy, but Jay-Z is always there for him like a loyal friend. Is their friendship deeper than it seems? Let us find out. Watch this video all the way through to find out what is real and what is not in this drama. Please subscribe to the channel right now if you haven't already. We will be talking about this lawsuit in great detail every day for the time being. Ever since what happened recently, everyone is suing and making claims against Diddy. With his posts, interviews, and trolls, 50 Cent is in the lead. This time, he really questions whether Diddy and Jay-Z are really friends. He calls most of them more than friends, he calls them lovers, helpers, and criminal partners. Diddy has been in a lot of trouble in the past. His name has been linked to a number of scandals, but things are getting worse now that his ex-girlfriend Cassie has sued him for rape, violence, abuse of power, and drugs. There were more lawsuits and claims after the first one, which was settled the next day. Not long after the out-of-court settlement, more women filed complaints. As if that wasn't bad enough, his friends started to turn against him. Even though Diddy makes Cassie shut up with an out-of-court settlement, which must have been a big sum, he hasn't been able to fix the damage yet. It's interesting that 50 tweeted soon after Diddy and the other person settled out of court, he paid that money real quick. Before the sharks saw the blood in the water, I should have done that. And here they are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for every woman he touches. We totally agree with 50 about this. 4 women have now come forward with similar claims against Diddy, making the new accusations much more serious. A lawsuit from an unnamed woman named Jane Doe said some very bad things like gang rape, drug use, human trafficking, and violence. In the past month, she is the 4th woman to say the same thing about Puff Diddy. The lawsuit says that Diddy arranged for a teenage girl to be taken to New York City on his private jet in 2003. She was only 17 years old at the time, while Diddy was 34. The lawsuit says that Diddy Harve Pierre, who used to run his record label for a long time, and someone else who hasn't been named raped her together. Since Diddy was accused of trafficking people, 50 has said that his production company will make a whole documentary about them to find out what's really going on. The money made from this documentary will go to helping people who have been sexually abused. Many people, not just 50 Cent, have been after Diddy and making similar claims about him from time to time. There has always been a rift between 50 Cent and Diddy. Even though they broke up years ago, 50 is still in the news because she sometimes posts mean things about Diddy. A lot of famous people and Diddy fans have always been wary of his parties. 50 has now added to this by calling out Brother Love, who performed at those parties. He has been making it sound like Jay-Z and Diddy are more than just friends. 50 shared a video from Screamfest 07 in which Diddy hit Jay-Z on the behind for fun. Was it a sneaky hint that you two were going to have a wild time together? 20 machine guns, only 10 months, Diddy in the back, patting on NS butts, 50 Cent wrote in a post. In this sentence, he talks about being arrested for gun charges in 2007. 50, who once said Diddy was hitting on him and calling him out on his shopping spree, might be up to something. It could just be his fantasy though, so what can we say? Diddy's parties for men have always been controversial, but it was his choice. After the case of trafficking people, things got bad. Now 50 is in the open and pointing guns at Jay-Z and Diddy. Before we talk to both of these friends about these new claims, let us quickly remind you that 50 Cent has never liked Jay-Z either. There have been rumors for a while that Jay-Z and Diddy are more than just friends. There have been a lot of rumors in the media about Diddy's controversial parties and his gay interests, so 50 isn't the only one who thinks they might be having some freakout sessions. Gene Deal, another close friend and former bodyguard, said the same thing in a recent interview, which I found interesting. He even made a suggestion that the interactions with men that Diddy made Cassie have were really meant for him. The exact words he used were something fishy about the whole thing. 50, though, thinks there's more to the story. They may be having something else going on since they've been together for so long. It's not just freakouts that 50 is talking about, he's calling them partners in crime or aides. It seems like Jay-Z is with him not only because they are old friends, but also because there is more to the story than meets the eye. They are lying to each other. What kind of cover-up does he mean? Diddy and Jay-Z have beef that has been cooking for 20 years, as the 50s would say. 50 isn't leaving fans with much to think about, but he has been posting stories in which he says Diddy is like R. Kelly. Clearly talking about marriages that aren't legal and the grooming of teens. That comparison takes us back almost 20 years. He also talked about Aaliyah's untimely death, right? That's something we'll talk about later. Now, 50 Cent isn't the only one who thinks Jay-Z and Diddy are up to no good. Some people have called out the famous trio of Beyoncé, Diddy, and Jay-Z. Also, Kanye West has said that Diddy, Jay-Z, and Beyoncé are Hollywood elite's puppets. They couldn't stop him, he said, because he hadn't killed anyone, so he could say what he wanted. These are very serious claims. Does he mean that Jay-Z and Diddy's hands are filthy with blood? He's not the first or even the second person to say that, though. The Jaguar Wright said that Jay-Z and Diddy were doing the same shady things, like grooming young girls. Wright said Jay-Z trained Foxy Brown when she was only 14. The comparison is perfect because even Diddy is being accused of getting young girls and boys to do bad things. It is said that he was bringing up kids like Usher and Justin Bieber and teaching them about drugs, abusing substances, and living a wild life. The similarities don't end here, though. During a show, Jay-Z says that he met Beyoncé when she was only 15. He says he knew her 10 years ago. She was only 16 years old when he was 28. That makes us think of when Diddy slept with Nisa Hylton when she was only 15. Fans are annoyed that these grown men are so interested in these young girls. That's not all the similarities, though. Things get nasty when we learn that both rappers' close friends and family have been in a number of accidents and deaths over the years. At this point, things get smart. People who know Diddy and Jay-Z well get into trouble with them both. We can be sure that both of them may have given up people in order to move up in their careers. They have something to do with the deaths of several rappers. There are no real charges against Jay-Z, but he has been linked to the deaths of Beanie Sigel and Coolio. There are even rumors that Coolio was going to write a book where he talked about big names in the business like Jay-Z and Diddy. The police said Coolio died of an accidental overdose of fentanyl, but everything seemed too scary to be a mistake. It seems like more people in Diddy's circle have died and no one knows why. Anyone gets chills when they hear names like Andre Harrell, Kim Porter, Al B, Tupac, and Biggie. A lot of rappers and friends of rappers have also died because of Diddy. Gene Deal said that even the shootout that killed Biggie was planned to hurt Diddy, but he did nothing to stop it. That's not all, though. Uncle Ron, who used to be Beyoncé's bodyguard, said that Biggie was offered $30,000 for a hit. Uncle Ron's view of Beyoncé and Jay-Z is almost scary. He said that power couples could be cruel to anyone who got in their way. He even said, "Yeah, Beyoncé is high, they've been on her for a long time. You Jay-Z keep her that way." That makes us think of Diddy again. Cassie and other women have said similar things about Puff Diddy. We don't know if Diddy had anything to do with Biggie's death or not, but there's no doubt that he's making the most money off of his fame. People have said that both Jay-Z and Diddy are members of the Illuminati. People have thought that they might have sacrificed other rappers to the Illuminati. Another scary thing about Jay-Z and Diddy's cover-up is that they are said to have had something to do with Aaliyah's untimely death. On August 25, 2001, the R&B singer and actress, who was 22 years old, shocked everyone. In the Bahamas, a plane crash killed her and 8 other people. It is said that both Jay-Z and Diddy planned an accident to kill her. Diddy did his part to hide what happened. It wasn't an accident. Many evil forces were at work behind her death, which looked like it was an accident. A lot of people think that Jay-Z wants to make Aaliyah his queen. Even though she said no, Beyoncé took her place. Some disturbing facts about the death did not make sense. Wright thinks that Jay-Z and Beyoncé liked Aaliyah's death a lot. Too many reasons were given, such as personal grudges and professional gain. He was very angry that Aaliyah picked Dash over him, and there's no doubt that Beyoncé's solo career really took off after Aaliyah died. What she got out of her untimely death was the most valuable thing. All of these are just claims, but they can't all be part of the same plot. It looks like this is a rabbit hole that keeps getting deeper. Then again, we couldn't agree with 50 more when he said that Jay-Z and Diddy were more than friends. There's more going on between Jay-Z and Diddy than just being friends. We will have to wait for the show from the 1950s to get the whole story. Will this documentary have a big effect on Jay-Z and Diddy? Time will tell. In terms of the possibility that Jay-Z will join Diddy in a wave of lawsuits, we can't say for sure.